New Black Wall Street Book Club. Evan Jefferson, brother, much love. Educating, elevating, because in knowledge is the power and we'll never give it up. Literature that's for the masses. Where to put your money down, now how to watch your assets. Yeah, uplifting others is a passion. My brother Evan, he will turn it into action. New Black Wall Street Book Club. You should come read with us. Yeah, we comprehend and discuss. If we all just come together, there's no limit for us. Here comes your host, New Black Wall Street. Evan, take it away. New Black Wall Street. New.
All right, beautiful people, man. Good evening to you. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight on the New Black Wall Street Book Club After Dark session, where it takes 30 minutes a night to keep our everlasting mind right. And we're continuing our journey into the University of Success. And so as you guys connect, make sure that, I encourage you to have a pen and paper available. There's always some, I guess you could say, some revelation that comes when we get together in the evening and do our reading. Today is Monday night, so we'll be doing our second part on how to develop your strength to seize opportunities. How to develop your strength to seize opportunities. Man, go ahead and let us know who's here, man. It's roll call time. Hit the like button, the share button if you care. Like button, share button if you care. Also subscribe and follow as well. But go ahead and let us know where you're connecting from. What city, what state, what country? What city, what state, what country you might be connected from here tonight. We're broadcast across the World Wide Web and the Facebook and also YouTube, understanding that worldwide is global. And we have students all over the world. Just love to know where you might be connected from this evening through your laptop, through your PC, or through your mobile device. So go ahead and put it in the comments below. Let us know where you're connected from. Go ahead and let us know. Rep your city right now. Rep your city. Rep your city. Let's find out who's in the comments already, man. What's going on? Miss Vivian Reed has joined us out of Brooklyn, New York. What's going on with your sister? How are you? Got 11 other people that are joining us. Maybe you guys are going to type something in just a second. Mr. Jamal Hurd is in the house. What's going on with you out of New Jersey? Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. Fergie Hunter, what's up? Brandy out of Detroit is in the house as well. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight on the New Black Wall Street Book Club After Dark. I know a few of you others will be go ahead and let us know that you're connecting as well. As I said, we are continuing our journey into the book, The University of Success, and we're into part 2 of how to develop your strength to seize opportunities. How to develop your strength to seize opportunities. Felicia Tate is in the house. What's going on with you out of DC? Greg's in the house out of Phoenix, Arizona as well. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight on the New Black Wall Street Book Club. And so I want to go back to the beginning of this chapter where we had our quote of the day. And then we'll pick up where we left off at yesterday. And so it said, you may live in an imperfect world, but the frontiers are not all closed and the doors are not all shut. You may live, or we may live, in an imperfect world, but the frontiers are not all closed and the doors are not all shut. Everybody put in console, the doors are not shut. What's going on, Amanda Hollingsworth? Thanks so much for joining us at ATL. Everybody put in console, the doors are not shut. Because tonight we're talking about how to develop your strength to seize opportunities. And we learned last night that, number one, that you or I am an opportunity. I myself am an opportunity. And as we began to formulate, begin to understand a little bit better, we started to recognize that we've been closing the doors ourselves. But the doors are not all shut. The doors are not all shut. Well, we're going to pick up where we left off at yesterday. We have 2 more like subsections. We did the first 3. And then this is kind of like, it's probably like another 3-part series, or 3-part to what we're going to do here tonight. And this part of this chapter says a song of happiness. So if you guys remember yesterday, we were being introduced to a story about a scrub woman who found opportunity. A story about a scrub woman who found opportunity. What's going on with you, man? Thanks so much for joining. Amanda Hollingsworth says, that's right, man. The doors are not shut. That's right, Milt Jr. The doors are not shut. D, what's going on, D from Austell? What's going on? Good evening to you, Queen. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight on the New Black Wall Street Book Club. How to develop strength to seize opportunities. Let's get it. I met her, this scrub woman, in the elevator one evening. I had enjoyed my dinner in a nearby restaurant, returned home about 8 o'clock, and stepped into the elevator to go up to the 18th floor where I live. She was armed with a mop and pail, a small woman in her late 40s. She had worked about 10 years in the building, but we didn't know each other any better than to nod our heads and say hello. That's what we did this night. We nodded our heads and murmured hello. She came up with me to my place with mop and pail, ready to empty the waste paper basket and mop the floors. While she started on a front room, I walked to the living room. I made myself comfortable. I was smoking my pipe. My feet were up. I was reading a play. I had forgotten about the squirrel woman's presence. She might have been on another planet. Then I heard singing from another room. No, humming. Someone was humming a lullaby. It was soft and sweet and happy sounding, a song of happiness. I got out my chair. In another room, the woman was mopping the floor, humming her lullaby. She looked up as I entered the room and we exchanged greetings again. Did you have a busy day? She asked me. Yes, and you? About the same as usual. But today is different, isn't it? How? You're smiling and you're humming a song. I often do. It makes my work more pleasant. I'm cleaning up and I'm singing while I work, so I'm happy. I never heard you before, I said. Perhaps not. And I said, we never talked before. That's true. I asked her about herself. Her life had been a difficult one to crush many an individual who could not endure grief and rise above it to regain herself. Her husband, a truck driver for the government, had been killed in a car accident 12 years earlier. She had one child, a daughter, 9 at the time, and the accident, now 21, at the time of the accident, now 21, unmarried, a college student. She and her daughter were in a car with her husband when it crashed and he died. By some miracle, the woman and her daughter had survived. Grief-stricken at her husband's sudden and horrible death, consoling her daughter, who at such a young age had seen such a frightening tragedy and suffered such a catastrophic loss, she had nevertheless found in herself the courage to go on. Everybody put in council the courage to go on. She had somehow found in herself the courage to go on. She had for many years supported herself and her daughter. She was soon to graduate from college in Wisconsin. What will she do then? I asked her. She majored in psychology. She'll go on for her master's degree and then go on to get a job teaching underprivileged children. May I congratulate you? Well, do you want to? I do. I think you deserve it. I think you should be very proud of yourself. I am proud. You should be. And I'm happy. Good. About my daughter. That's fine. I said, but I feel as also that you should be proud of your great achievement, of the way you came through for your daughter when she was a little girl and you didn't let her down. Thanks, doctor. You know, we've never talked before all these years, but I've seen you now and then, and you look different somehow. What is it? My wig? Oh, I looked at her hair. Oh, that's it. Yes. Do you like it? Yes. She said she was suddenly shy, almost a little sensitive. In a flash, she seemed waiting, depending on my opinion, hoping for approval. I like it. Does it make me look like a lady? You always were. I hate to flatter people, but I felt an honest respect for her that made me enjoy complimenting her. She stood there with mop and pail, eyes gleaming with pleasure. No princess or countess on the French Riviera ever gleamed with more inner pride. I wanted to look better for my daughter. I'm so proud of what she's learning and what she's planning to do with her life. She wants to contribute to the children of the world. She is sincere in this. And then she wants to have children of her own and teach them to lead useful lives and to assume responsibility as human beings. I went back into the other room to continue my reading. Strange. All these years coming and going, nodding hello as people whose lives meet on no level at all. And suddenly, I knew so much about the woman who scrubbed my floors and cleaned up. Some people might look down on her because she thought her work demeaning. I can only respect her for her courage in rising above misfortune and maintaining her self-respect in the face of a tragedy that would have crushed many people. Humming again, soft and sweet, happy. A song of happiness from a scrub woman. She wore a wig to cover her hair, but she needed no artificial aid to cover her sense of purpose. It was there. Husband alive, husband dead, just like that. But she had overcome her grief and terror to find opportunity once more. Still, she had reached out to find opportunity in helping her daughter toward a life hopefully easier than her own had been. Even while working, tiring, painstaking, ill-rewarded work, she found opportunity to sing a song of happiness. She found an opportunity to sing a song of happiness. How many of you wake up with a song in your heart? Each and every day, as we talked, as we said, we are opportunity. Each and every day, we get a new opportunity to attack this day, this thing we call a day. Well, what if you're attacking it every day with a song of happiness in your heart? A song of happiness in your heart. You're looking forward to each day. You're looking forward to the present that it brings. Each and every day, you and I have an opportunity to seize the opportunity of this thing we call a day. And how we approach it has a lot to do with what we get out of it. How we approach it has a lot to do with what we get out of it. A song of happiness. Do you have courage? The courage to keep moving forward, the courage to keep going on no matter what. Keep going on no matter what. What's going on, Tisha, Tanisha? How are you? How to move towards opportunity. How to move towards opportunity. This world is far from perfect. You don't have to be brilliant to perceive that, but it nevertheless contains many opportunities for fulfillment and achievement. Some people spend all their time criticizing the American culture, and while some of their criticism may be quite valid, still, we must be pragmatists. We must ask, where have men grouped together in civilizations and behaved like angels with absolute justice and absolute constructive effort and absolute brotherhood and peace of mind? Even ancient Athens, home of so many great philosophers whose thoughts had lived through the ages, even ancient Athens had serious defects as a culture. The worst of which was its lack of an adequate sanitary system. The lack of a sanitary system helped spread a terrible plague, which was largely instrumental in destroying ancient Athens. All right, we live in an imperfect world, in an imperfect culture, and as you settle in your easy chair after a hard day's work to read your newspaper, all the frightening headlines upset you further, and finally, thoroughly irritated, you throw the newspaper at your cat, but the cat slinks away. Even the cat doesn't want to read about all the world's troubles. Yet, ours is the world of opportunity too. The frontiers are not all closed and the doors are not all shut. We can still look forward and move forward towards exciting new opportunities. And how do we do that? Everybody put in console, the doors are not all shut. The doors are not all shut. We're talking about the doors of opportunity. Now, you guys might have missed 2 days ago when we were talking about ask, seek, and knock, and how we discovered that there's some of us who have an asking problem, therefore we don't receive. Some of us have a seeking problem, therefore we don't find. And some of us, unfortunately, have a knocking problem, and therefore the doors never open up unto us. But the doors are not all shut. The doors are not all shut. What's going on, Marcus Bailey? What's going on, D? How are you? The doors are not all shut. So how do we move towards opportunity? How do we move towards opportunity? Number one, keep an eye on the red light. Keep an eye on the red light. I mean, the red light of your mental dashboard, with which you stop yourself from moving towards your opportunities. Red lights on your streets are necessary for safety, of course, but when you stop yourself, you must ask yourself, am I stopping myself for realistic reasons because I'm moving into a danger area, or am I stopping myself because my opinion of myself is too low? And I do not believe I deserve success. Hey, everybody put in console, keep an eye on the red light. Read this again. I mean, the red light on your mental dashboard, at which you stop yourself from moving towards your opportunities. Now, red lights on our streets are necessary for safety, of course, but when you stop yourself, you must ask yourself this: am I stopping myself for realistic reasons because I'm moving into a danger area? Or am I stopping myself because my opinion of myself is too low? And I do not believe I deserve success. Do you believe that you deserve success? Do you believe that you deserve success? Are you stopping yourself for realistic reasons? Because you're moving into the danger area, or are you stopping yourself because your opinion of yourself is too low and you do not believe you deserve success? Now, the doors of opportunity are not all shut. So if they're not all shut, then the next thing we must come to grips with is stopping myself. Everybody put that comment below. Stopping myself. You got to stop stopping yourself. I mean, we live in a wonderful world of opportunity, a wonderful world where you can have, do, be, become anything that you like, but you got to stopping yourself. And most of that stopping yourself comes from the opinion of yourself being too low. Stopping myself. Stop wasting fuel worrying about yesterday. Just as you would take care of your car, or oil it and check it out, take care of your emotional car so that it moves you towards your objectives. Stop when the red light of your mental dashboard signals a necessary slowdown, but change it to green. When for no real reason except negative feelings, you would keep yourself from moving forward down the main highway towards the opportunity. Change it to green. Red light, green light. Red light, green light. Why are you stuck on stop when the light is green? Red light, green light. Why are you stuck on stop when the light is green? Stopping yourself. Stop and start. This is the way to move towards your goals. As you formulate them and move toward them, remember your past success, and even more important, see them in your mind as if they're happening now. Thus, your success lives again in your imagination, so that you live and breathe the success of the past and project it into the present. Stop and start. This is the way to move toward your goals. As you formulate them and move toward them, remember your past successes, and even more important, see them in your mind as if they were happening now. Everybody put in console, see my success. See my success. What's going on, Sydney Mealy? How are you? About H-Town. Selena Spooner is joined as well. See my success. See your success. Even your past success helps you towards greater present success. Thus, your success lives again in your imagination, so that you live and breathe the success of the past and project it into the present. See your success. See your success. Stop. But then start again. Stop. But then start again. See my success. I've been working on that, man. Confirmation. Hey, you got to get it together, Mr. Bailey. See my success, Miss Spoonie. Number two, how do you move towards opportunity? Live in the present. Everybody put that comment below. Live in the present. I was talking to a sister today, and it's very interesting when you have conversations with people, you can tell where they live in their mind. Some people, when they're talking, they always go back to. They keep going back and going back and going back. They're living in the past. They keep talking about the past. Everything that comes up is something that's already happened, and but it still is bothering them today. This and that. You keep trying to check them. Like, why do you keep going back there? Why do you keep going back to that subject? Why is that subject so valuable to you that you got to keep talking about it? Now, of course, some people don't want to let the past go. I mean, it's too valuable to them. No matter how much the past has hurt them, they want to keep going back in time to stuff that's not even relevant today. But here it's saying live in the present. The past is gone. The future is unknown. But the present is real. And your opportunities are now. You must see these opportunities. They must be real for you. The catch is that they can't seem real if your mind is buried in past failures. If you keep reliving old mistakes and old guilts and old tragedies, how many be honest and say, you know what? You still deal with that today. You keep reliving your old mistakes, your old guilts, your old tragedies. Live in the present. Fight your way above the many inevitable traumatizations of your ego. Escape damnation by the past and look to the opportunities of the present. I don't mean some vague moment in the present, next week or next month, perhaps. I mean today. This minute. Right now is all you really have, beautiful people. Right now is all you really have. Right now. Matter of fact, right now there's opportunity available to you. Right now. Just like that, your whole world, your whole life can change. Just like that. Just by grasping the opportunities that are in front of you. Now, a lot of these opportunities, man, they have basically everything to do with your mindset. Everything to do with how you approach this thing. I see so many that take 2 steps forward, 15 steps back. You don't have to go backwards. That's a choice. And the only reason why you would be going backwards because you think it's something, you must think in your mind that there's something valuable back there. There's something valuable in your past that you must bring with you into your present, into your future. I'm here to tell you it's not. Leave the past in the past. As I said, fight your way. Everybody putting console, fight. You got to fight your way above the many inevitable traumatizations of your ego. Escape damnation by the past and look to the opportunities of the present. I don't mean some vague moment in the present, next week or next month, perhaps. I mean today, this minute. The past may not be your only obstacle. Tomorrow type thinking can also block you from your goals. Yearning for a new tomorrow may often be unrealistic and negative, especially if you foresee some angel coming to your rescue and pressing a magic button for you. There's no magic button. Just your own resources for your own determination and your own feeling that you have the right to succeed. Everybody put in the comments, so I have the right to succeed. 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 Number 3, how to move towards opportunity. Stop belittling yourself. Oh, this is big. Too many people do this. Maybe you're not a celebrity or a millionaire, a football hero, or an astronaut hero. But you can be great if you're a sales clerk or a housewife or a car washer or a dishwasher or a garbage collector or a bill collector. Learn from my story about the scrub woman with pride and courage. A scrub woman can be a great human being. Stop belittling yourself. If we were all movie stars, there would be no food on our tables, no production in our factories, and maybe no one to watch our movies. Accept yourself as you are. Otherwise, you will never see opportunity. You will not feel free to move toward it. You will not feel you are not deserving. What's going on, Honeybee Acres? How are you? Thanks so much for joining. Yes, you have the right, RIGHT, to succeed. Hugh Little, I have the right to succeed. Right, Vivian Reed, I have the right to succeed. Miss Vivian Reed, stop belittling myself. Stop belittling myself. Accept yourself as you are. Everybody put in console, accept myself. Accept yourself as you are. That's right, Greg. Accept yourself as you are. Now, notice this. We're not talking about getting other people to accept you. We're talking about you accepting you as you are. We're talking about you accepting you as you are. Right? Sometimes moving forward towards your present means old habits must be broken, so the repeat of the past pains or habits are not repeated. Yeah, sure. You got old habits must be broken or must be replaced by new habits, and hopefully they're new good habits, because you become a slave to your habits. Accept yourself as you are. Accept yourself as you are. Accept yourself as you are. You not feel free to move forward toward. You will not feel you are. You will feel you are not deserving. Number 4. Try to set constructive goals. We have enough negativism these days, enough violence, enough cynicism. Experiments in Australia have indicated that kangaroos do not like loud noises. Well, I'm with the kangaroos. I'm in favor of a quiet, purposeful, constructive people who move towards their goals without unnecessary loud fanfare. I know some people who have adopted a child, the youngster's parents died and he was needy. He needed affection. He needed a home. This couple wanted to help him, and so they adopted him. But they did it quietly. They did not boast loudly about how great they are. They just did it. I admire them as much as the way they handled themselves as I do for what they did. I feel proud of my new nephew, Joe, also. His goals are quietly, modestly constructive. He seeks opportunity, the opportunities to help other people lead longer, more secure lives. I went with my wife, Ann, to Cambridge, Massachusetts, to see the commencement exercise. Our nephew was graduating from Harvard. Thousands of people had come to attend, and we sat with Joe's parents in the rear under a tree near a dirt roadway. The sun was shining and it was hot. Waiting for the formal exercise to begin, I thought about my talk with my nephew the night before. He had told me about his plans. He had been on a scholarship at Harvard in organic chemistry. Now he was about to go on to his master's in biological chemistry. He told me that some research on wound healing that I published many years ago had excited him very deeply and influenced his thinking to the point that he was determined to pursue research in chemistry on the life of the cell. He told me of his determination to do research to find a clue to the cure of cancer, to make a serum that would prevent it. This was not wild-eyed boasting, no loud conceit. We discussed some technical points. We exchanged opinions. His feet were on the ground. His goal was straight ahead of him. His goal was straight ahead of him. Commencement. I was most pleased with the quiet purposefulness. That night I couldn't sleep. I was excited by his determination, by the wonder of his youthful belief in himself, by the thrill of the commencement exercises the next day. The commencement exercises were stormy. A student was allowed to criticize the learning process in a 10-minute lecture to the audience, and following his talk, 100 students, boys and girls, walked out. Still, the commencement exercise proceeded, and our nephew Joe, along with many others, received his degree. An important step toward the implementation of his constructive goals. A move towards opportunity. Set goals. Go put that comment on set goals. Set goals. Now notice this: his nephew still walked. His nephew still got his degree. His nephew was still on his path towards what he wanted to do, because he had a goal that he set. Set goals. Set goals. And number 5, stand up to crises. Don't let them throw you. Fight to stay calm. As I've written in other books, even surmount the crisis completely and turn a crisis into a creative opportunity. Refuse to renounce your self-image. No matter what happens, you must keep your good opinion of yourself. No matter what happens, you must hold your past successes in your imagination, ready for showing in the motion picture screen of your mind. No matter what happens, no matter what you lose, no matter what failures you must endure, you must keep faith in yourself. Everybody put in console, keep faith in myself. Keep faith in myself. Then you can stand up to crises with calm and courage, refusing to buckle. Then you will not fall through the floor. You will be able to support yourself. Stand up to crises. Look in the mirror. That's you. You must like yourself. You must accept yourself, and you must be your own friend. In crises especially, you must give yourself support. That is, you in the mirror. Don't look at yourself narcissistically. telling yourself you're the most perfect, wonderful, God-like individual on earth, but give yourself appreciation. Remember other crises you've lived through. See in your mind the one you handle successfully, the ones you turn into opportunities for growth. Don't let yourself down. Don't let yourself down. Stand up to crises. Don't let yourself down. Go ahead and put that console. Don't let myself down. Don't let myself down. And we got one more section here. It should be pretty quick, so we can finish up within our close to our 30-minute time frame. 5 suggestions for moving toward the exciting new opportunities. I hope they help you. I think they will. In a physical sense, don't let yourself down. That's right. In a physical sense, the American frontier and many other frontiers throughout the world are closed, but opportunities remain very much alive. And they're not just in outer space. Some of the greatest opportunities gain momentum in the inner space of our minds before they are ready to be propelled out into action. In the field of education, we find people using talking typewriters to help children learn skills such as reading. One group of children helped by the typewriter procedure at the end of the first grade read at the 6th grade level according to a prominent test. New opportunity for children and adults. Plenty of opportunities for adults who go at it intelligently, rejecting the passive approach of waiting for opportunity to knock and instead building the inner strength they need to open their eyes to opportunity, to move towards opportunity, and to seize opportunity. Don't let yourself down. I mean, constructive opportunity, of course. Not the kind of opportunity which would enrich you while you trample all over the other people en route. The kind of antisocial and inconsiderate aggression could not bolster your sense of self-respect. Indeed, one of the great opportunities in your lifetime must be a direct attempt to build your respectful attitude towards yourself. To respect our cultural celebrities and leaders and institutions is not enough. To live well, you must respect yourself. Everybody put console, respect yourself. Living in this huge world so heavily overpopulated that some eminent people fear the possibility of a drastic shortage of food at some future time. We're not omnipotent and must sometimes compromise or surrender. By surrendering, we must win. You surrender to compassion, however, not to resentment, to courage, not to cowardice, to your assets, not to your liabilities. And you surrender to the opportunity within you that you create for yourself, an opportunity that will lead you to richer living and greater self-respect. Complicated person that you are, frustrated and yet confident, negative and yet positive, failure-oriented yet successful-oriented. You count down in the inner space of your mind, strengthening yourself, and then launch yourself towards today's opportunities in your world. Respect yourself. Respect yourself. Now, beautiful people, I understand that as I mentioned to you, as we read through our New Black Wall Street Book Club After Dark session, so much may be going on in your psyche right now. This is called the subconscious mind. Respect yourself. And I just really want you to garner and understand that quite possibly we've activated your subconscious mind here tonight. And although your conscious mind is still picking up maybe some nuggets and things like that, your subconscious mind is on fire. And so I say that to say I don't want you to miss an opportunity. An opportunity that before you go to bed, you make sure you have something to write with, so that as your subconscious mind continues to be active, you can capture some of these thoughts that surround around what we talked about today. Respecting yourself, believing in yourself, giving yourself a chance. You are important. Your thoughts are important. Your life is important. Your goals are important. But they're only important if you make them important. They only are important if you make them important. How important are you to you? This is New Black Wall Street Book Club After Dark. 30 minutes a night to get your mind right. I'm your host, ERGJ, Certified Global Financial Educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, Black Bazaar, international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. To catch up on these comments, then we'll get up out of here tonight. That's right. Mrs. Mealy said, respect yourself. Selena Spoonie, respect myself. Miss Vivian Reed, respect myself. You Little, respect myself. That's real. Queen D, respect myself. This is what we do. This is what we do. Sunday through Thursday night here on the New Black Wall Street Book Club. I want you guys to remember this, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all got, beautiful people. Matter of fact, we all we really need. Thank God, that's more than enough. Until next episode, you know what time it is. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
It's the New Black Wall Street Book Club. With your host, Evan Jefferson. It's time for us to go. Yeah. Now, you ain't got to leave the computer, but we encourage you to get out there and learn and apply all the things you learn at the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Yeah. The New Black Wall Street. The New Black Wall Street Book Club.